chest compression. For giving chest compression, we have to keep the patient in a supine and face-up position at a firm and flat surface. Then, for giving chest compression, we have to put our one hand like this and the other hand on the top of it, and the finger should be interlaced. Then this hand should be put on the lower half of our breastbone. Next, we have to give the chest compression with hard and fast rule. Hard means chest compression, the chest should be go for 5 to 6 centimeter deep, and we have to wait for the chest recoil fully. And fast means we have to give the compression twice a second. So we have to continue it for 30 chest compression. After 30 chest compression, we can give 2 ventilation by mouth. For giving the patient ventilation, if we have a normal regular used handkerchief beside us, in that place we can put the handkerchief on the patient's mouth and give him or her a mouth-to-mouth ventilation. If we have a rescuer along with us in that site, then we can call the rescuer for giving the ventilation while we are giving the chest compression. And we can change the site with the other rescuer too, because CPR is very much energetic performance, so we can get easily very tired. So it will be more beneficial if we change the site with the other rescuer. But if there is no rescuer at the site with us, then we have to do it by ourselves till the ambulance or any medical support has come or the patient is responding. So 30 compression will be given following 2 ventilation. But if we are not comfortable for giving the mouth-to-mouth ventilation, or we are not trained enough for giving the patient ventilation, then we may continue the chest compression. After 1 round of chest compression and 2 ventilation, we will check for the patient's normal breathing has been rescued or not. The patient is responding or the patient has started to take normal breath by himself or herself, we have to give him or her a sidelining position to avoid the chances of aspiration. And then if the ambulance has come, or we can take the patient to nearby health center or hospital for further treatment. And the last D is for the defibrillator. Sometimes in metropolitan cities, where in bus stands and in many health centers, automated defibrillator is present, then the defibrillator can survive the patient. Here, a point to be noted that an effective CPR can break your rib bone also, which can be treated further, but at that time you must have to save the patient, because CPR can enhance the survival rate by 3 times. These emergency cardiac arrest